Chili dogs? Fucking hell.
Why are we starting with this?
I don't know.
Because chili dogs.
Chili
I love
dogs.
chili dogs.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta eat fast.
I can leave fast. You realize that, right? It's just one push of a button.
My
Well, I can
games
drive
haven't been
fast.
good since they weren't 3D.
Nah, man.
Good
Best
point.
Sonic
They
game,
weren't
Sonic
even
Adventure
good when
2.
they were 2D.
What? Nah, Sonic's actually a pretty good game.
I don't mind them, but it was still a whole thing of the entire marketing gimmick was just the fact that he was fast.
Oh yeah,
That was the entire marketing gimmick. Yeah, there's Mario, but here's Sonic. He's fast.
It was to fit with the theme of the actual, system.
Doesn't mean that the commercials are any less silly.
And?
Why you? It's not about the commercials. It's about how good the game is.
Just saying that the marketing was hilarious. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't even
That
remember
literally the way they marketed the game was just the main character goes fast.
All right. Well, I don't even remember the marketing. I never actually saw any marketing for
I'm
the game.
pretty sure it happened before you were born.
Even then, still.
Like, I'm talking about, like, the first Sonic game.
Yeah, gotta go fast.
But,
Gotta go fast. Back to the past. Samurai. Wait.
stop
Anything-
that!
Anything that
Stop!
gives me Chow Garden isn't bad. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, God, Tom.
Samurai Jack went so fast he flung himself into the future.
Now I'm just thinking about the fact that at Barnes & Noble there is a Shakespearean version of Back to the Future.
Interesting.
It's called Get Thee Back to the Future.
Get thee back to the future. That's hilarious.
I mean, I
Love
own
it.
a Shakespearean version of Episode 4 Star Wars.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to get the Shakespearean Star Wars things too. Those are a lot of fun.
My favorite... oh, God, who was that one pilot who had, like, the kind of embarrassing name? Who blows up?
Oh, Porkins?
Porkins. Yeah, like, because that was in Episode 4, right?
Yes.
It's like they have that scene, and he gives like this fucking soliloquy before he explodes. It's fucking great.
It sounds great.
Like the whole thing of like there's also like wood carving portraits of different scenes, and my favorite one is just like the one of the Death Star exploding, because it's done like the wood carvings are supposed to look as though it's on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And so literally you have like a model of the Death Star on fire and then Darth Vader standing next to it face palming.
Nice.
This is a beautiful image. Anyway, Shrek.
Yes.
Shrek is a beautiful thing.
And he's not in this story.
And I
so
saw
far.
his face.
Now I'm a believer.
Not a trace. Down in my mind. I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer. Hell. We're on chapter 3 of Rest, Calm, and Remember Me. I'm never going to enjoy that title.
Oh, it's okay, Llytic. Just rest calm.
I will fucking
And
bane
remember
your
me.
spine. I will fucking bane both your spines.
It'll be worth it.
Both paralyzed from the waist down. Totally worth it.
Of course.
Author's notes. I just wanted to say that, though I'm not getting much feedback, I am still going to post this story until it is done.
Oh, thank God.
You know what? I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that. At least she's trying. She's not good at what she's doing, but at least she's trying.
Like I'm trying, Scoob.
I've been
Good for
putting
you.
Ava's story up. What?
I said, good for you, 20 druidic cats.
Now I'm just thinking about. I don't know if anyone else has seen the Scoob trailer.
I haven't seen the new one, but I saw the other
I-
one.
I have thoughts. I'm not sure what they are, but they're there.
I want to see it.
I've been putting Ava's story off for far too long, and I personally need to finish it. This is still older stuff, though I have gone back through it and changed some things in terms of dialogue and sentence structure to make it flow better. Have you been doing that with the previous chapters? Because I don't feel like you have.
Wow, this story could have been a lot worse, and we don't even know it.
Apparently. I will tell you guys when the new content is posted. If anyone's reading this, thank you very much for being patient.
And if you are reading this, who the hell are you?
That's the wrong patient.
Eh.
Dr. 20 Druidic Cats will see you now.
Maybe she can't write very well because she's actually just cats in disguise.
Well, considering the fact that her previous username was MeerkatGirl13, maybe she's actually just several meerkats in disguise.
Several 20 druidic meerkats.
Now I'm just thinking about back when Meerkat Manor was a thing.
What?
No, it's the right patient. It just looks wrong.
You
It could
sure?
be. Yep, it's an adjective and a noun. Adjective, able to accept or tolerate delays, problems, or suffering without becoming annoyed or anxious. Or the noun, a person receiving or registered to receive medical treatment.
I swore that those were spelled different.
I spelled it first with an A because it's like, yeah, maybe it's spelled with an A, but no, it was wrong. They're spelled the same.
I hate it. I hate it.
English is a beautiful language.
I hate it.
Mhm.
I promise there will be new content for you guys to read. Fuck hell. I just need to repost the older part of the story in order to get to it. Please read, add review. 4 reviews are lifeblood of a writer. I don't know. I think Tech9 might disagree. And thank you for your patience.
I thought the lifeblood of a writer would be cash.
No, that's just the lifeblood of like people living in societies with money.
Society.
We live in a society.
We live in a society. What kind of society? I have no idea. What even is a
Hopefully-
society?
Hopefully it's one with chili dogs.
Chili. So we were watched Heather's, plural, I think, the other day in my class for movies. People made similarities between the main character and the Joker. He even talks about society. The whole point is like he wants to blow up a school, and he thinks like if he blows up the entire school, it'll be like helping to change society to hopefully make people nicer. But it's just that edgy Joker kind of thing.
I don't think that helps.
Yeah,
I think it'll cause the opposite problem.
where more people do it.
Well, yeah, that's gonna
Because they
get.
bring up that more people yes, because they do fake suicides, but they ended up making somebody actually try to commit suicide.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like the whole thing of 13 Reasons Why. When that came out, there was a bump in suicides.
Ugh. Yeah.
So, like, a show that claims to be about awareness caused more people to, okay, I'm not going to say directly caused, but seems to have had a hand in people killing themselves, partly because of the fact that oftentimes whenever suicide is shown on screen, it's done in a way that beautifies it,
Yeah.
which
Bad thing.
not
Don't
good.
do that. Yeah.
It's one of those things where, because, murder, you could put that on screen and make it to where, you feel like shit watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Suicide is one of those things where, it's always going to, people are going to try and, make it fucking artsy anytime it's on screen, and that's... Oh, boy.
Big no-no.
Yeah.
Don't
But-
romanticize it.
But it's also the kind of the whole thing of, the fucking current news cycle kind of promotes, fucking what's the right word? Like stuff like bombings and mass shootings and shit like that, because it's making people think that if they do that, they will leave a mark.
Yeah.
And so, and it's a whole thing. It's like, it's not even necessarily that these people were like even mentally ill or like anything was actually wrong with them. Sometimes like someone either just like has an off day or just is a fucking asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Or like other shit like that is like it's,
Yeah.
I guess one of those things of like that shit's not going to cause anything to actually change. Anyway, Tom,
really
read your
depressing.
line. We're getting really fucking depressing here.
I read my line. Cat.
Motherfucker.
Brushing off the feeling of my own paranoia, I yawned widely. The excitement of my journey so far must be catching up with me. Deciding that now would be a good time to catch up on some sleep, I laid down and quickly fell asleep. What happened to the furry in last chapter?
Wait, did you wake up and fall asleep?
You don't do that?
I try not to because that's really bad for me.
That's
I
kind of
kind of like being awake at some point.
I don't. Sleep's pretty good. Man.
Lying in
Don't-
bed is one thing. Sleeping, I dislike when I start dozing off. Anyway, I woke up sometime later when the sky outside the curtain was starting to turn crimson. I sat up and stretched luxuriously.
What are you, a cat?
I
That's like
There's
the only thing
several
I say
layers.
would stretch would luxuriously would be a cat.
There are several layers to this that I kind of feel I need to get into. One, unless the main character is supposed to be a narcissist, probably shouldn't have a character. Probably shouldn't say that in a first-person perspective story in which the character addresses themselves in this way. Having someone refer to an action they do as luxurious kind of makes them seem a bit vain. Then there's the fact that this is an author insert.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes from, well, that's a bit weird to, well, that's a bit weird. Like, there's a difference between, like, third-person perspective describing a character doing this. Say they're just, like, a very elegant or regal person. Or you have it towards the first-person perspective and a character, like the focal character describes another character as doing this. That's one thing. That works. This just feels like, you do that, huh? Is that how we're doing this?
Sorry, I was stretching luxuriously.
You vain piece of shit.
The only thing that deserves to stretch luxuriously is a cat.
Or like fucking Cleopatra.
Yeah.
Like, that sort of shit. Like, again, if it's like if you're setting up a thing to where a character is supposed to have an air of elegance or like something like that, yeah. But typically that character isn't going to be the focal character, isn't going to describe themselves this way, and isn't an author insert.
Mm-hmm.
But Llytic, it's an elf. All elves are elegant, don't you know?
Don't you start this with me, you fucking round ear. Feeling rested and somewhat satisfied. Also, I just gotta say, no one wakes up and stretches luxuriously. If someone would lay down and stretch luxuriously, that would be one thing, but just waking up.
I woke up this way.
I woke up this way.
Oh yeah, don't you know? I woke up this way, man.
Ah, yes, that's why my facial hair makes me look so fucking depressed right now. Woke up that way. And knocking on the door made me jump and scramble to pull my hood up over my head.
Oh no, it's the furry.
Who is it? I asked, standing and moving cautiously towards the door with my sword in my hand.
Jesus fucking Christ! Yeah, edgy fuck. You don't need to bring your sword everywhere.
Just bring a dagger. It's a lot easier to use in close quarters situations.
It's me, Rar. Dinner's almost ready if you want to eat. What? This is an inn. Why are they... They order the food, right?
Maybe
Typically,
it's a tavern?
Yeah, but you'd still have to order it.
Yeah. Unless she's trying to, like, buy her food to keep her in secrecy, I'd get it, you know?
Maybe. Like,
If you want to eat, Rao called through the door, making me grin and open it.
Like, usually shit's made to order at a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
That also functions as a B&B. Like, that's kind of how that shit works. If it was supposed to be like a fucking rehabilitation clinic or something like that. Or like a fucking homeless shelter.
Yeah.
Then it would make sense of, we're making dinner.
Get your ass over here.
But I don't think this is a homeless shelter. Do you need me to help with the food? I asked, strapping my sword to my belt in preparation to leave my... Take a knife. It's easier.
It's more convenient, too.
It's more convenient. It's easier. You won't need to deal with fucking sword problems like the space you need to unsheath that bitch. We went over that with the weapon with you holding your sword in your sleep. Use a knife. Fucking hell. From outside the door, I heard a multitude of voices laughing and talking, and the occasional clanking of glass on glass.
Oh gosh, it's Gaston. He's here.
No one dicks like Gaston.
No one actually has hair like Gaston.
All I can think of is just Gaston, but random words have been replaced with dick.
Yep.
So, like, the part where they're talking about how girthy his neck is.
No one's dick is as incredibly thick
Thick
as
as Gaston's. Yeah, no one's dick's as incredibly thick as Gaston's.
Don't you know, Gaston?
But now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen dicks. So I'm roughly the size of a dick. You're gonna read, Tom?
Oh, sorry.
Thinking about dick?
No, I was
Don't lie.
reading something else. Let's see here. So, yes, is that where we are?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that would be much appreciated, the fox girl said with a smile, giving me a sly look as I locked my door behind me. I didn't prepare many meat dishes on your account.
What is it with...
Because elves are vegetarians. That's fucking why.
You know, somehow I doubt that a Viking race would be vegetarians, but maybe that's just me.
No, that's just you.
Maybe it's just me that thinks that a race that was seen as, like, all cool and shit by, like, the fucking Northmen probably would be pretty fucking hardcore. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, it's just you.
Also, I'm kind of just thinking about Discworld elves now, and those guys are fucked up.
I smiled back to show my appreciation as she led me back out of the main room. There was many people stuffed there, all talking and drinking at wooden tables. Many of them were men, with a few barmaids weaving between the many bodies delivering drinks. And then there was that one bar lad.
No one.
No.
Tugging my hood a bit lower over my face, I followed Rayo through a wooden door and came upon a room filled with silver pots and pans. There was an oven with a roaring fire lit underneath it on the far wall of the room. From it, there was the smell of baking bread, in which Rayo immediately took out and set it to cool.
Cool.
Oh god! You could have just said from it was the smell of baking bread, which Rayo immediately took out. In which Rayo immediately took out sounds clunky.
Yeah.
She set cooled slices of bread on plates with various foods already upon it.
So, for some reason, I just imagined all of the nouns in this sentence were just replaced with door.
What?
Door.
What?
One door came upon a room filled with silver doors and doors. There was a door with a roaring door lit underneath it on the far door of the door.
Oh, no.
From it, there was the door of breaking door, in which door immediately took out and set it to cool. She set cool doors of door on doors with various doors already upon it.
I don't know why.
What?
I just thought it was funny.
What?
She handed me an armful of plates and ordered, "Take these out there and set them on the bar tables. Whoever wants food will take them."
Tom, the fucking door witch.
How adorable.
Don't fucking start with me.
My epithet is door. I can summon a giant door.
Door!
Oh, God.
I can
All I'm
summon-
imagining is someone who can create portals.
I was gonna say, just they summon a door and they can open it and go anywhere within the building that they're in, or anywhere within like 500 feet outside of a building. Just
I
like
mean, the other way to do that, like one of the things that pops into my head is that it's not necessarily that you create doors, but basically if you open a door, it goes to any other door.
yeah, that
So
that
it's
could
like
work.
you open it, and all of a
And
sudden,
suddenly I'm on the other side of the country.
yeah, you're on the other side of the country, walking out of someone else's house.
Mm-hmm. And then just shut it and
It's just this very
good
confused
luck tracking
Korean.
me.
Like, why did you come out of my house? Like they're walking up like to their door with groceries.
I
just walk out of their house.
I needed an escape route. Do you need help with those? That's a lot of groceries.
It's like, oh, I wasn't robbing you.
Oh no, I wasn't robbing you. I'm actually from the other side of the country.
Other
It's a
side of
long
the
story.
country.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a long
also
story.
from Korea. Yeah, my parents were in the military. They just kind of never left. Lovely place.
I like that epithet.
I'm just picturing the idea of like having a door spawn anywhere, and you just open it, and every time you like knock into something, like
I kind of
someone's trying to fight you, so you just open a door and it slams you to their face.
I kind of just want to now have a character with that door ability.
My epithet is door.
I'm just imagining, not so fast. See ya.
The
They
door
open
just
it.
disappears.
No. I'm just imagining they open it. It's a fucking storage closet. Like, wait, what?
All right,
Uh,
after the D&D campaign, once he releases those streams again, because he took them off, so you don't get spoilers for the thing.
Mhm.
I'll try to run a similar thing to that.
Nope. Okay then.
Wait, what?
I will run an epithet campaign.
Okay then.
Okay.
This will be fun.
That one's gonna
That-
be a lot more like Monster of the Week, though. I think, if I recall, because it's a lot more,
Yeah, I was gonna say, what like role playing system were they using?
I don't remember because I can't check because they're all offline right now.
Does that mean that Tom already called door?
No. I have another epithet that I came up with called calculator.
Because I was gonna say, if you're not gonna take it, I fucking will.
No. You take it. I like the idea of door, but I like my idea of calculator better.
I was gonna say, because like you saying door just gave me like the perfect idea of how to use it, and that being that whole thing of just you can use doors to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I did it like they did like for the series or whatever, and what they do for
Randomized.
that. Yeah,
It was
randomized.
a
And
random word generator.
Yeah, I got pool.
Cool.
Oh God, there's water everywhere.
Yeah, it's either that or I mean like the game of pool where I can like
You just summon billiard balls.
No. What I do is
Ricochets?
I call a corner and I do extra damage if I hit people into that corner. And whenever I call a corner, they like actually like do start ricocheting a bit more.
You told me about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't. Anyway.
Let's get back to reading.
Yeah, whose line? I think
Whose
insane.
line is it anyway? When is it not my line?
Usually. Like 2 out of 3 times.
2 out of 3 times it's not. Oh yeah.
Unless we have a guest.
There.
In which case it's 3 out of 4.
Okay, but how many times do you call out whose line is it and it's my line?
Half the time.
I think it's more than half.
It might
I
be a little more
smiled
than
back to show my appreciation as she led me back out to the main room. No, that was my last line. Yeah. With a nod.
Yeah.
I carefully made my way out of the kitchen and quickly found the bar. After setting the plates out, I had to carefully weave my way back to the kitchen since most of the crowd swarmed around the bar. Raoul sent me out again with more plates when I returned, this time with a few barmaids helping me. When did she offer to help?
Whenever she left her room.
Oh.
Do you need me to help with the food? I asked, strapping my sword to my belt in preparation to leave my room.
Oh yeah, that.
You know.
Do you need help with the customers? I say, grabbing onto my sword.
I can help you cut the dishes. This is the wrong tool.
Yes, very much so.
Oh God, I need to find that one of like fucking that dude cutting like bread with a sword.
A dude doing what?
It was like a dude cutting something on a sandwich with like this giant ass anime sword. There it is.
Zane.
Yes?
For that epithet erase campaign thing or whatever, was there an option to play a Monday?
Yeah, if you want to.
That could be fun.
I found the picture.
Nice.
Is this one?
It is one.
Told you.
That's a good way to do that.
That's all I can think of now.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, granted, I would have a character do that for a comedy bit. Don't worry, I'll cut the pizza. Wait, no, don't!
No!
Cuts the table in half.
Shit.
Whoops. Sorry. You'd be surprised at how often that happens.
How often do people let you do that? Once.
But I keep asking different people, so.
Do you mind if I cut this? No!
Nope. I do mind if you cut it.
Do not. Oh, God.
Please no.
After about 3 trips, I was allowed my meal. Mine looked almost the same as the others I put out on the bar. The only difference is that it had no meat on it.
Get it? Because I'm an...
Again, I don't get why that's apparently an elf thing to her.
Thank you, I murmured to Raoul with a smile and sat on the far corner of the room with my back to the wall.
God, I mistake.
This is the one where she was doing the quotes of the ancient language from Aragon, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, in that one, elves are vegetarians for some reason.
Oh my God, that's why.
Mm-hmm. Actually, no. They actually give an explanation.
What's the explanation of that one?
So basically, they commune regularly with nature, and so they've been inside the minds of elves. Aragon does
Animals?
this. Yeah, with animals. And Aragon does this and is like, and then he hunts and kills a rabbit with magic, like a cop out. But then
That's because long range weapons aren't already enough of a cop out. Anyway,
but like the whole thing with that is like he goes to eat the thing and then he's like, I've shared minds with this. Oh God, what have I done? I've killed a brother. It's like, just eat the damn meat, you idiot.
I mean, it's stupid, but at least that has a justification of. It's kind of like in like the Teen Titans, how Beast Boy's a vegetarian on account of the fact that he can turn into animals, and so he feels more of a kinship with them.
Yeah.
Granted, my whole thing with them, where I have stuff that's like more in tune with nature, is that they're more likely to just fucking go savage. But
nature, red in tooth and claw.
Yeah, but that's also partly because of different stuff with world building. Also, I don't have it to where the elves are more in tune with nature. I have it to where they're just more in tune with an ongoing race war that has been happening for centuries. So yeah.
Mood.
Yeah, like, but yeah, like, it's the whole thing. It's like when you have stuff like Baba Yaga, which is supposed to be like an incarnation of nature, or Madre Monte, which is literally a Colombian forest spirit that's known for like murdering anyone who gets like she comes across. Yeah, the whole thing of like being close to nature, not eating meat, makes a lot less sense.
My always thought was like, how could you eat an animal? It's just, if I was, dropped into a hole with another animal and they were hungry enough, they'd eat me.
Yeah.
So it's just, whatever. But yeah, I carefully watched the comings and goings of the humans in front of me, making sure no one recognized me for what I am. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a man point in my direction and whisper something to his companion. His companion nodded to something, and they both made their way towards me.
What's with that emo child over there? Hey, pretty lady. The one on the left greeted, both of them placing themselves suggestively in front of my table.
Oh my God, they're doing the JoJo pose!
I was about to say, is one of them just fucking bending over the table?
Yes.
How are they placing themselves suggestively?
Very carefully.
Like, it makes it sound like they're presenting.
Do you not present to all the pretty ladies in front of you?
Like, is one of them just, like, stretching his shirt collar down or something?
I already told you, dude, he's doing the JoJo pose.
That's not being suggestive. That's just being...
Cool.
A JoJo character.
Josuke! I'm a Josuke!
I'm so confused on what... Like, that is one of the... Like, there are different ways you could have phrased it. Give me a bit. I'll think of some. And I know what you're going for. But that just conjures an entirely different picture in my mind of these guys basically posing like strippers.
Maybe they are.
Just one of them just like fucking like throws his leg up onto the table.
Hey, like, pretty lady!
He's just wearing like these fucking platform heels. Hey there.
Can I help you? I asked on a sigh, watching the two men grin widely, perhaps a bit too widely.
And one of them's just like unbuttoning his shirt as he walks over.
We just wanted to know if we can buy you a drink and get to know each other. The man on the right stated, wagging his brown eyebrows for added effect.
As opposed to his green eyebrows. Also, again, you're going for a certain thing, and you are accidentally going into comedy. The fact that he's waggling his eyebrows makes it seem comedic, which is not what you want to go for in this situation. God damn it. I shouldn't find this funny. Not interested. Now please leave me be in peace, I stated firmly, letting a steely edge flow into my tone, and please put your shirt back on.
I refuse.
Like, unbuttons it as he walks over, then fucking throws it to the side. Like, the whole dramatic throw, too, like, keeps his arm out straight and looks over there before, like, turning back.
His body
Like
is too beautiful to be imprisoned by clothes, then his pants fall down, too.
Like,
Just-
like like with a flick of his arm when he, like, turns back, too.
By the look of hidden rage on both of their faces, I guess they're not used to him and talking to them that way. Taking my empty plate in hand, I stood up and cautiously walked past them, watching them out of the corner of my eye. One of them started for me, but his companion grabbed his shoulder and shook his head slightly.
No.
It's the Gillette commercial? Oh, hey, baby. No. All I'm thinking about is the version of that popped up on, like, I think it was like r/bone juice.
/bone hurty juice?
Yeah, it's basically like where they just like take those meme formats and just completely just tear them apart. It's like, she smells so bad it makes my stomach hurt. Don't worry, bro, I'll rub your stomach for you.
Wow.
It was stupid, but like looking at it, I was like, what? Why did you do this? Anyway,
whose line is it?
Yours, Zane.
yours.
That's a bit worrying.
Yes. I'm just imagining, like, actually what happened is that the guy's friend noticed the sword. Like, wait, maybe we shouldn't.
Probably.
And again, like, if you're gonna do something like this, don't make it feel so indulgent. Like, what it feels like is that you're trying to set up a mugging the monster situation. But those tend to work best whenever, like, you're not just broadcasting to the audience what's going to happen. The mugging the monster moment typically works best if we don't know that the monster is what's being mugged. Anyway, quickly making my way to the kitchen, I placed my plate in the sink and went back out to help Reo collect plates. After we got most of the plates, Reo, a barmaid with pretty blonde hair, and I started washing dishes. Reo washing, me rinsing, the barmaid drying and putting away. For a sec, I didn't think that there was an R there. The barmaid dying. Wait, what?
Wow.
As they're taking care of dishes, the barmaid just fucking collapses.
Smack.
Falls over, blood just drips out of her mouth ever so slightly.
She okay? Oh yeah, she does that all the time. I'm sorry, what?
Thank you so much for helping me today, Ava, Rouse said as she dried her hands on a towel, passing it to me after.
Thanks for the help.
You're welcome, I replied with a smile, also drying my pruned hands and then set the damp towel in the laundry pile.
I don't know why. That feels like it should have like almost been like a comedy like line. I replied, also drying my hands. When we looked out,
Sorry.
I said, also drying my hands on the same towel
Thanks.
at the same time. Just both holding the same towel, drying their hands. Anyway, when we looked out of the kitchen, we saw that almost everyone had left for the night to either carry on partying or sleep off the booze they consumed. Only the two men who tried to woo me. Was that even trying?
Yes.
I don't think that the phrase, hey, pretty lady, do you want to go get a drink, is trying.
I,
I'm just gonna say it. Weak shit. Need to step up their fucking game. Oh, so she had her hood up. You could have just seen most of her face.
hey, pretty lady, can I buy you a drink? Sounds like Johnny Bravo, if anything.
I have a boyfriend. Girl like you deserves two.
Yes. I love that line so much.
Uh,
Girl like you deserves too.
Did you finish your line there, Llytic?
no, I was going to make a joke of do not use that to try and start a poly relationship, but you know what? It might work. Oh, God. And a few others remain, mostly talking and laughing among themselves.
Oh, shoot. Just lost my...
I'm going to say it. Hey,
freaking
pretty lady, can I buy you a drink is below Johnny Bravo. Johnny
That's
has
saying
standards.
How would
I
Johnny
know-
do that then?
Right.
I noticed the two men were hunched over their table like they were having a very private discussion. Lifting an eyebrow, I shrugged off and went back down the hall to my room, firmly shutting the wooden door behind me.
These two people were acting very suspicious. I decided to ignore it.
Wasn't my problem.
Yeah. Also, oh God, are we going to have to deal with an attempted scene? I swear to God, author. I swear to whatever pitiful God gave you this idea. Don't!
What if it was the god of pitiful ideas?
Well, then they're doing their job well, but I wish they would stop.
You right.
Who is that? It's oh God, I was gonna try and come up with a clever name, but I was like, that's the god of shit ideas. Was like
the god of
Greek
drunk
phrase.
ideas.
Oh no, I was gonna okay, English to Greek. I want to see if I can like get a word that means bad idea. Ah, God damn it. Bad idea in Greek is cocky idea. That's cocky. Got a shit plans.
The god of cocky ideas.
The god of bad ideas. That's cocky. Is he the son of Zeus, or is he just like one of his main influences? I'm gonna cheat on my wife again. Who read the last line? Tom did. It's Zane's. I picked up.
I picked up my pants.
No.
Picked up the brush again and started to work on the multiple snags out of my hair. As I worked the knots in my hair, I heard soft footsteps walk down the hall and paused outside of my room. After a few moments, they walked past my room and down the hall a bit more. A door opening and shutting after a few more tense moments. Paused when another pair of footsteps came down the hall and did the same exact thing as the first set, except that they paused for longer before going down the hallway.
Not gonna lie. Due to the joke I made earlier, all I can think of is like these guys are basically just both Zangief. But
Oh.
at the same time, I just realized that these are the footsteps she mentioned at the end of the last chapter.
Oh.
God damn it. Should I be worried now?
Yes. Quietly putting my brush back into my pack, I put my hood back on and exited my room, locking it behind me again. I found Rao in the kitchen with a wooden tub of soapy water and another one with steaming clean water.
Oh, hello there!
Oh, hello there!
Hello there!
Oh,
You forgot
hello.
to return your library books.
Oh, thank God, the librarian, you're here. There's these weird men chasing me.
Have they books to turn in?
I don't know. Yes?
I shall go ask them. Just screaming noises. They have not checked out any books, but they have now. No, they had not checked out any books, but they have now. Vomiting noise from the other room.
The foxwoman greeted, her light green eyes flickering up at me before returning to her task. She should really get her eyes checked out if they're flickering.
Also, I guess that's why the elf felt so out of place. She literally just transplanted the fucking Aragon elves into this. God,
Call of Cthulhu updated. Call of Cthulhu updated.
Hello again, Rayo. Do you need help with the laundry? I asked, the woman pausing and eyed the little laundry she had left.
No, I'm
No,
almost done
get out
here
of here.
anyway. All I need to do is
I have books to attend to.
All I need to do is hang them up and they'll be done.
It's actually just the librarian in cosplay. It's the librarian wearing a fucking fox ear headband and like one of those like straps you put around like a clip-on tail.
Is that why it's improperly? Is that why it's improperly colored?
Yes, but also because of like the librarian's eldritch energies, it's also just causing them to move as if they were alive. And part of her. One of the other aspects of the library no one talks about is the fact that characters don't tend to realize how disturbingly proportioned she is.
Well, of
With
course,
her-
she's a librarian. She's probably one of the safest people to be around.
With her limbs longer than the rest of her body.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, the length between her shoulder and her elbow is longer than her torso.
Hmm.
And don't even get me started on like the width of her mouth. It doesn't even go ear to ear, it goes beyond. I don't even know how that happens.
This is to go even further beyond.
It's kind of like with a gulper eel, like it kind of just extends past the back of her head. Like, you think it's like pointy ears, but no, it's literally just like the corners of her mouth.
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
Nothing.
I nodded and glanced around, noticing the overflowing trash cans around the inn.
I'll take out the trash.
I'm the trash man. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da.
I stated and picked up stray pieces of trash before Rao could protest.
Please tell me that there's like an edit online someone did of Scatman, but they replaced it with just Danny DeVito noises. I want to believe that's a thing. That feels like it should be a thing. And if it's not a thing, someone please make that a thing. Please.
I went around to the various cans placed around the inn and took out their plastic linings.
Trash man Crothers.
And trying the ends together to make the handle. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure there was there trash and After I emptied most of them, I took as many bags as I could carry and walked out the back door, throwing them into the dumpster a few yards away from the back of the inn. I went back inside for the rest of the bags. I noticed that the two men were just walking out the front door with a torch in one of their hands.
Again, it's the fact that this is done in such a way to where it's this kind of subject can be handled in literature. Do I believe that I am skilled enough to do so or even tell someone how to properly do it? No. Am I at least smart enough to tell whenever it's being really poorly handled? Yes. This is that.
Warning bells, is that where we are? Or is it your line, Llytic?
Who mentioned the shrugging? No one did. No, it's okay. Shrugging, I picked up the rest of the bags and went out the same way.
Well,
So literally we have this to where it's literally just happening because the characters suddenly became really stupid. Despite the fact that due to the character's past, you'd expect that they'd be a lot more wary about this situation and try to do anything they could to avoid this sort of thing happening again.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you just want an excuse to kill people in a scene? Is that what it is, author? Because, you could have probably done this better. Hell, you know what? Like I said, I'm not the best authority on how to do this sort of thing well, but again, you probably could have done it better by having it to where what happened is that the two of them just kept egging her on at the bar, and one of them decided to get handsy and got stabbed because of it. That could have worked better.
Yeah.
But, oh God. You're literally just using it for the sake of character drama and being edgy.
Calling it now, she's going to hack them all to pieces with her sword.
And again, you could have it to where a scene worked out that had that outcome. This writer just 20 druidic cats, like, one of the best pieces of writing advice you can get for this sort of thing is if you can tell the scene without it involving rape, then don't involve rape. Unless it is absolutely necessary for the scene to work, don't use it. Oh, God. Anyway, as I walked across a dark alley to go dump the rest of the bags, I noticed that the man with the torch was standing at the mouth of the alley without his companion.
Warning bells went off in my head as I quickly shuffled to the dumpster and threw the bags in, turning to go back to into the safety of the inn. Suddenly, I was roughly pushed back against the metal as I found a pair of lips on mine. Oh,
Actually,
boy.
I think I know how this might end up, and I think it might be worse than what you thought. Want to take a little wager on our terrible writing tropes? Not actually going to make a bet on this.
No, I don't want to take a wager.
What I think is that Artie's going to come in and save her.
Now, question. Have you read ahead any?
No, but if I was a terrible writer, that's what I would do. Like, in this sort of scene, that's what you would expect.
Yikes.
Zane's line.
Hold on, my computer's acting up.
Okay. It doesn't help that these two characters speak, that all these characters fucking speak like fucking malfunctioning animatronics.
They speak like Freddy Fazbear. So let's see. What's the matter, pretty lady? Are you scared? He asked drunkenly.
No, it's the one before that.
Oh, I thought y'all said yelping in surprise.
No.
Yelping in surprise, I pushed the offending person away from me, only to see that it was the bolder of the two men who tried to woo me.
What's the matter, pretty lady? Are you scared? He asked drunkenly, pushing me up against the dumpster and making me gag at the strong smell of alcohol. Again, this is the kind of thing where this just feels really fucking wrong to put in a Shrek fanfic.
Yeah, pretty much.
That somehow makes it worse. Oh, then this next thing really makes the Prince Charming thing just really fucking tasteless.
Suddenly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course I get this line. Suddenly I wasn't in the alley anymore. Instead I was a helpless 5-year-old pinned against the whitewashed wall of a cottage by a horny 17-year-old.
Author. Author. 20 druidic cats. Meerkat girl 13. Can you calm down with the fucking edge? Please.
The feel of a hand lifting up my skirt brought me back to the present. I pushed him as hard as I could, causing him to stagger back into the inn wall, and drew my sword. As the man hit the wall with an oof, I rushed forward and pinned him against the wall.
You cut out for you too? Or did he just give up?
It sounded like he was cutting out. Zane, you still there?
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, there we go. You cut out a little bit. I heard the last part of it, so.
Yeah, I heard the wall part, and then it just kind of sounded like you gave up. Which I don't
Feeling of
blame
the
you.
hand lifting up my skirts brought me
You don't
back
need
to
to
the
start from
present.
the beginning.
Where do I need to go then? What?
Against the wall.
Stagger.
Same line, just end of it.
Yeah, the end of it.
I pushed him.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
just
rushed forward.
the one.
I rushed
Yeah.
forward and pinned him against the wall with the blade of my sword at his throat.
I then ran it through his throat, killing him instantly.
Dun-dun-dun.
Oh, wait, no, that's what actually would have been markedly better writing. No, instead, you better think twice before you try and take advantage of a woman. I said, as if this was written by a 50-year-old white man.
Yeah, it's not about thinking
Who
twice. It's
hates
about
his
just being
wife?
like, you get one chance. That's the thing.
Yeah, you get one fucking chance. Again, Again, I have no intention of trying to pull this kind of shit in any of my stories because, again, story can be told without having something like this happen. Then do that. But if I were, it wouldn't be a thing of, like, trying to have some fucking action one-liner. It'd be like, the culprit was made a fucking red paste on the opposite wall.
Yeah.
Not trying to be all like, oh, look how cool I am with my fucking use of this shit.
Before I could rein the bloodlust back in and push away, it forced the hand holding my blade across his throat. Jerking back, I watched in horror as the man slid down the wall before clutching his throat and gurgling as his lifeblood poured out of the gash. Well, one less piece of shit on the world. No big deal.
Hooray.
Shit, I did not want to do that. Boo.
It's what you should have done from the start.
Mm-hmm.
God. Again, like, I don't know the author. For all I know, maybe she has had to deal with this kind of shit. But the way she writes about it makes it feel like she hasn't. It makes it feel like she just sees it as something to use for her story. And that's the part that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Looking around wildly, I saw the torch guy rushing towards me. I pivoted on my heel to run back into the inn, causing my hood to slide down, but the torch man reached out and grabbed my arm to wheel me around to face him.
He took one look at my long ears and started yelling, "Elfwitch! She killed him! Kill her! Burn her at the stake!"
How do you know she's a witch? What?
Maybe all elves were witches in this world. We don't know. Maybe that's why they all were killed.
Well, that would have made him harder to kill.
Uh-huh.
Unless everyone's just really fucking good at anti-magic.
You don't need a bunch of people good at anti-magic. You just need a few, and then others with spears.
Well, then you might have to deal with someone countering your anti-magic, and you're going to need another anti-magic person to counter the counter.
Or have you considered longbow?
Yeah, that.
I don't know.
Rain
Some
of
those
arrows.
spells. Door.
Door!
Oh, he just runs through the door.
No, I'm just imagining like opens door to go outside, just sees a hail of arrows coming towards them. Nah.
Nope. I didn't need
Closes
to
the
wake
door,
up for
goes
this.
somewhere else.
I'm just picturing like, all right, my epithet is door. The enemy is on the other side of town. Walks to the side, opens door, shoots them, walks back through door. All right, we're good.
Again, it's the perfect shortcut. As well as just, I'm just imagining like shit's going down. It's like, all right, I'm out of here. Call me if you need me. Wait, where are you going? Tahiti.
Air pilots hate him. Figure out what he's done with these simple tricks.
I'm gonna be in Cuba. Call me if you need me. Wait, what? Click. Honestly, that thing might just be perfect for the comedic potential.
You're gonna ruin everything I've done. It's like I'm gonna have like this
Sorry.
big campaign. I opened the door to go next to him. Fuck.
I mean,
Like I said, there should be limits on it. Maybe like within a 5-mile radius or something.
or maybe have it to where it has to be like an area you're familiar with.
Yeah, that actually would work really well.
Okay, I'm going home. Wait, what?
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Later, losers.
So that basically would just mean that it would be moderately powerful, unless it just so happens that we're at a place that the character is really familiar with.
I might make it later, like if you get like a picture of the door or something, or like you can like specialize in a type of door, and any door of that type you can go through. You're very familiar with like pine tree wood doors.
Honestly, I think the picture one, I kind of prefer the picture one, just because of the whole idea of, it would be really nice to go there. Whoop. Just ends up on that street. Like, it has to be that you're going to the location in the picture. Or that I'm going to the location in the picture.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, I've seen a picture of this town, therefore I can go anywhere in there. More like, no, I've seen a picture of this shop in this town.
I can if there's a picture of a door in the shop. I
Yeah,
can
like
go
if
through
there's a
that door.
picture of a door in that, if there's a door in that picture, can go to it. Oh god, the door no longer exists.
Oh, I had a really good idea. So let's say you
Where
get a
am I?
picture of
The void.
let's say you get a picture of a gas station, right?
Yeah.
And you see the bathroom door. Since it's a gas station, they're probably all designed the same way. So there's a small chance you end up in a similar looking bathroom or similar looking bathroom at a different gas station.
Oh god. That's not a bad idea. Anyway, whose fucking line is it? Who said the elf witch thing?
I did.
That was Tom.
Okay, so it's Zane.
Aren't all elves witches though? And by witches, I mean. Sorry.
Well, great.
I
Now you've
shoved-
alienated our elf audience, as if Tom hasn't done that enough.
Hey man, if elves are real, I'll apologize to them in their face. But as far as I'm concerned,
We don't need fucking knife ears on our channel.
Tom, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I shoved him back and rushed inside, slamming the door and running through the inn as fast as I could. Rushing into my room after fumbling with the lock, I quickly gathered my things into my pack, including my still damp tunic and leggings.
Suddenly, Rayo bursts through the door with a frightened look on her face.
Ava,
What the fuck did you do?
Ava, what's going on?
Killed the rapist? Oh, okay, carry on.
There's a guy screaming about an elf witch that killed his friend outside, and he's causing a freaking riot, she exclaimed, causing me to pack even faster.
Stop turning it into a comedy skit.
They're
God
all
damn it.
dead. What? Why are you packing? Shut up. No reason.
No, it's just like says that starts like it just starts like packing faster. Like that feels.
Well, the
It's
guys
like, why
that
are you packing? Why are you packing? Oh, well, in-laws are in town. In-laws are coming to town. Oh, that's who was knocking on the door. Oh God.
Well, the guy that's dead tried to wrap me in the alley. I growled, shouldering my pack and glancing out my window.
Again, like the fact that this keeps being a thing that's brought up in her stories, because this isn't the only one. I know a few of them that are no longer online had this issue, and there's also that warning for that Undertale one. Great
Right.
that had a warning.
Yeah, that's weird.
Would have been nice if we had one. But the fact that she keeps using makes me think that it's just that she just sees it as a plot device.
Yeah.
Which, no. And if something did in fact happen to her, that sucks. I'm sorry that you had to go through that, but there are better ways to deal with that shit than just making a mockery of a terrible thing like this.
Yeah.
Outside was a small mob with pitchforks and torches. Stop
He really
trying to
is
turn
pissed
it
off.
into a. Stop turning it into a comedy skit. Making their way towards the inn. That was fucking fast. In the front was the torchman from earlier, still screaming about something that I couldn't hear.
Bernardino, the Witcherino, Bambino.
Shit, I huffed, grabbing my slightly bloody sword, sheathing it without bothering to clean it, and started towards the front door.
Well, there's your first problem. You didn't clean it.
Also, you're going towards the front door.
Don't go that way. This way. Wow! Yelled from behind me, rushing towards another door by the stairway.
Throwing me out the window.
There she is, boys! Get her!
No, I was just imagining. Oh, wait, don't go that way. That's where they're expecting you to go from. Climb
The
out the window.
It's the perfect plan.
They won't see you.
Trust me, I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor in escapology.
I've got a doctorate in escapology.
I don't know why. I kind of just want to have it to where a character says that at one point. It's like, wait, what? Yeah. What do you think I got so good at dealing with traps? I followed her through it and into an alley. Then followed her when she ran up one end into the stables.
Thank you so much, Rao. How can I ever repay you? I asked, hugging my newfound friend tightly.
Never get the fuck. Never come back.
You have
You've
ruined
been a
business
nuisance ever
for me.
since you got here.
Like, again, like this is literally just being used as a plot point. Like, you could have had any number of reasons for her to have accidentally killed someone. It's like I said earlier. If it's not absolutely necessary for the scene, don't use it. They could have been trying to rob her, and she just kind of flipped shit and killed one of them.
Yeah.
And then, like, the one runs, like, realizes she's an elf because, like, when she did that, her hood fell off or something. I don't know. Or, like, as it was stating earlier, when she fucking ran, her hood fell off. And, like, realizes she's an elf and starts to fucking mob. Could have done that.
There was so many good options, and they chose none of them.
There were so many options, but no, you had to go with the tasteless one.
There are so many options, but boy, am I bad at math.
All these flavors, and you had to go salty. Who said the last line? Oh, was it Zane or Tom?
No, I said the last line of Zane's.
All right.
Zane reads the last line of the chapter.
Yep. Let me get my phone.
She
Actually, no,
pulled.
my computer. She pulled away after a moment and, eyes hardening at the shots outside, stated, "By letting me lead you to the forest."
Okay.
All
So
right,
we've
that's
been
where we're
gone
gonna
a
leave
little.
this because
Okay.
it's been over an hour, and also I'm just
And also, fuck this.
stop it, author.
Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help.
This- It is not a good thing to use for this. Don't put sexual assault in your Shrek fanfiction. I shouldn't have to say that.
Is it even Shrek fan fiction anymore?
It takes place in the Shrek universe. It counts. They mention Shrek.
I can't tell if you're crying or laughing or both.
Right? It's kind of both. Again, this is still better than the fucking Harry Potter and the Girl Who Lived.
Oh yeah, no arguments there, but this is still
somehow,
freaking terrible.
but it's still
Yeah. Say no
author.
more.
Why? Anyway, I'm gonna put this in so I can fucking pin
Spell
it.
Okay, yeah. And then
Okay. Special thank you to Destiny Bear for supporting us on Patreon. If you like what we do and would like to support us, then consider clicking the link in the description and donating to our Patreon. We have a couple little fun perks that you can get, and that's really it. 20 Druidic Cats, why are you like this? Why?
Dun, dun.